GM, everybody. Welcome to another damn episode of the Damn Show Live. Maybe, how's it going? How's it going?
What's up? I'm so happy to be back here on our Thursday episode. I'm so relaxed. It's so easy. I don't know, I'm feeling great. It was an amazing day today in New York City. We finally hit the 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So amazing day. How was your day?
It was good. And you know what made my day better? Seeing wrestling simulations with hopefully we get some Howen and Wagmi-san impressions today. Comment.
No.
It's building on people. Let's go. It's growing. I love it. Guys,
People want it. Okay.
We got to give the people what they want. Well, I mean, speaking of giving the people what they want, I just wanted to, this is our first time being live since the Sunday shows. And I know a lot of you guys were there. We had a lot of fun. We saw the interaction as well. We saw everybody that, came in, nobody left. Everybody was super engaged. It was amazing for us to see as well.
Yeah, I think there is a couple of things that we should just talk about. Let's say one of the targets we had when we started talking about the game show and what we wanted to do with it was this has to be a show that literally anyone can watch. It doesn't have to be super NFT targeted, super nichey. It has to be something that even people that are not in the space, if they end up watching it for any reason, they're going to say like, oh, this is cool. This is fun. I understand why you guys like hanging out together and, being part of these communities.
I think we learned a lot. This was our first big production, let's call it. So I think we've come a long way from the very first live stream that we did as a group in Miami to the 10KTF event, which, there are some visual quality issues to this one where I think it's been our best yet and it's up only. And I'm going to let you guys in on a little bit where I told maybe I made this as a purposeful thing. I said, maybe let's make sure that this one is like 70 or 80% of like what we can do. My favorite part of the evening, I think, was, if I think back, it was seeing the leaderboard up on screen and just seeing the new times fly in. That was amazing to see, watch Top Shot race to the top. And then, Michael's coming up in second place. It was like F1 qualifying. I said it then, I'm saying it now. I love that.
Thank you also to all the people that DM'd us. Let us know that they enjoyed the show afterwards, because we really received a lot of love, and we're just going to take all of that and just use it, get more energy for the next game shows. We already have ideas.
It was such a marathon all of May. It went by in such a blur because we started planning it early May, and then end of May was the show that I said, okay, we're going to take off like at least a week, maybe a week and a half, and relax. And 2 days in, not even 1 day after our break, we're already sharing ideas. We're like, what if we do this for the next one and this? And then we're getting hit up from people saying like, when's the next one? Like, when is it? And we're like, oh crap. So the next one is coming. We're going to reveal that very, very soon when we have more details. But the next one's going to be, it's going to be a lot more fun, and we're going to keep everything you love, make that better, and then add some new things that I think you guys are going to love as well. So, that's why we're doing this. We love creating for you guys, and it's a lot of fun for us. So we're just excited to keep the fun times rolling all throughout summer.
Yeah. And also, especially when you do something new that you have never done before, in that moment, you learn so much and so many things in such a short amount of times. Like, for example, I can share with you guys, it was my first time trying to host a show. Like, we're hosting every week, right? But this time was different because we had the producer in our ear, and there were comms going on, and they were giving us information about the show, about what was happening. And it was the first time, at least for me, I don't know, Tara, probably for you too, first time in my life that I had to do these two things and then pay attention to what was happening backstage, and always act like nothing is happening, or act like I'm not even hearing anything. But that was a big lesson, I would say, just being exposed to that kind of experience, you're in a real show, like real shows do. That was just amazing.
Yeah, I always see it as just like you said, maybe we're super fortunate to be doing this, I think too, these are just new things that we're learning and getting better at. And the only way to learn and get better at is to be in the field, be in the arena and do it. And I want to share a comment from he said it publicly as well in the chat, but you guys know him from 10KTF, he's a 10KTF OG. He built the platform that you played on, Damn.show. And so for him, he was watching something that he built and seeing people play on it. And, actually, it's like something that you create when you see people use it and play. That's a new feeling. And he really felt something of like, wow, I made this and now people are using it. And I like to call that it's like being in the arena. And so for him to get that feeling of like being in the arena where you create something for people and, you're worried, is it going to go well? Is it not going to go well? Is it going to crash? And like the platform worked flawlessly. I think nobody had any issues. If there was an issue, it was momentary and then it was gone. And yeah, things just work.
Yeah. And let's repeat the name. They didn't understand. MY is an OG 10KTF, has been there forever, like since the start, and he's an amazing guy. We also met him multiple times in real life because he traveled for different NFT events, and he's a dev and he's awesome. Like he was able, let's say, to create what we were envisioning, and we're so grateful for that.
Guys, we're gonna get into the other side portion of this thing because we have a lot of questions. So let's jump to that right now. What's going on with the friends? Let's talk about it.
We had also a space, I think yesterday, with the ladies of BAYC and Otherside, and they invited me to speak, to bring a little bit of 10KTF knowledge to the thing, and that's what we covered there too. This
Cool.
part, the friends, because I would say that we have to give flowers to 10KTF because 10KTF was the first project that actually activated so many different communities and put them together in the same place. We were in Discord together. We were part of the same project together, even if we were coming from different PFP projects. And it seems like the other side is going to be adopting a similar strategy, I would say. It seems like the friends here, like, let's get closer and read that, because it's not only about, you can use your PFP as an avatar in the other side. No, it seems like you're going to have advantages in the game when you have other PFPs. So you won't be going into battle alone, Voyagers. Otherside will be announcing alliances both with other Yuga PFP collections and with a select group of third-party PFP collections to enlist reinforcements into the Legends of the Mara battle. So this is bullish. If you can increase your scores, or if you can increase the strength of your team or whatever we're going to be using, thanks to these other PFPs, it's amazing. It's going to give more utility to those PFPs as well. It feels like, again, Yuga taking care of the whole space in a kind of way.
Yeah, and one thing that I think many people have seen is if you go to Renga, I think this is the first of what I assume are going to be many where the vessels have appeared. So you have the vessel here and the green vessel here. And so I think, here's what I'm struggling with. And I'm sure other people are in the same boat right now, because there's been a couple of threads, this one as well, that was last week that said, or a couple of weeks ago, that said it'll launch this summer. It's just the beginning, and we're going to progress to season 2 and beyond and expand the game mechanics offering. I think what I'm struggling with most right now is that I can read and kind of understand theoretically, but it's very different to play the game itself. And I think once you play, the understanding is going to come. I'm going to be like, oh, this means that, this is here, this is there. I think right now I'm still at a point where there's so much information that I haven't had a chance to fully digest. And more information keeps getting layered on top of it. And so part of me feels like I'm just going to wait for the game to come out and I'm going to learn there. The other part of me says, well, read this stuff and try to understand it because you're going to gain an advantage. And I'm not sure where I am. I'm going to go through this thread really quickly because honestly, I missed this thread. This is my first time reading this one. So it says, the strategy behind Legends of the Mara starts with the decisions we make as collectors. The game embraces a variety of different playstyles, each with their own strategic advantages. Mm-hmm. It all starts with vessels. There are 3 types: hunters, farmers, enchanters. Each can hatch into a corresponding type of Mara if properly nested. However, only one vessel can be nested at a time, so you'll need to choose the Mara you wish to hatch wisely. Once hatched, a Mara can be assigned to another deed. Depending on its type, the Mara will either farm for sediment fragments, hunt on it, or something else. in the case of enchanters. More information coming. Why farm sediment and sediment fragments? Voyagers will have the opportunity to combine their Mara with sediment fragments and a seasonal catalyst to transform their Mara into a more powerful Coda Mara. Coda Mara's look, trait rarity, and game function are all influenced by Voyagers' choices. The recipe for producing the rarest Coda Mara has been lost to time. It's up to the Voyagers to experiment with combinations of the seasonal catalyst, sediment fragments, and Mara to yield the best results. So it has this screenshot here. I love screenshots or images because it's very simple. So you have another deed plus a vessel gets you a Mara plus a catalyst plus a sediment gets you a Coda Mara. So these are optional, but I think obviously if you have a sediment plus a catalyst plus a Mara, yours is going to be powerful. And then there's supposedly a secret combination that's going to yield the most powerful Coda Mara, probably in how it looks and what it can do in the game. So that's interesting. And then it says, why set your Mara to hunt? Otherside is under attack. Voyagers can deploy their Coda, Mara, and Coda Mara to defend it from the Shattered, mysterious titans that awaken shortly after the vessels descended. Honestly, the Shattered kind of sound like the red-eyed people in the train from 10KTF. I'm not going to lie. That, for some reason, that's just the vibe that I get. And then here's so this is like a render from the game. It looks like when a Shattered is defeated, it leaves behind a treasure. The more efficiently a Shattered is defeated, the more rare and exclusive the treasure. And then it says, another deed expanded will unlock gameplay for Legends of the Mara, and its traits will affect strategy. In future seasons, artifacts and resources will come into play, and more about each other deed traits meaning will be revealed over time. And so it says it's going to expand through season 2 and beyond, etc. Oh my god, the toads are back. Oh my god. What are they still doing here? The goblin. Guys, that was so last week. Get out of here. My god. Big new tweet alert.
Go.
Whoa, new character.
Remember, Howen, the only structure is structure. You can't build on top of a rug.
I don't know what accent that was, but oh boy. Okay. All right. Guys, what did you think? Noya still likes you. He says hi, maybe. So bullish. Tommy says not bad. Yo, you guys are way nicer to maybe than you are to me. Look at this. They're saying, look at this. Yoshio says perfecto. Tom E is like not bad. I do it. You guys are like straight up roasting me. My goodness.
Someone told you were getting better though.
After 4 weeks of getting tomatoes thrown at me, they say you've improved 2%.
But you improved. That's the most important takeaway from that comment.
I will always be improving forever. I am never at my peak. I'm always peaking continually.
Always going up. Okay, let's check the picture as well because that's important.
Yes. Okay, what's going on here? Somebody said it earlier. I think that bridge is going to get blown up right here. Yeah, that's a very, I'm going to blow this bridge up type of bridge. Because the tweet says, remember Howen, the only structure is structure. You can't build on top of a rug. And there's a lot of, okay, so this is again a metaphor for all these houses built on top of these rugs, I guess. Interesting. Out here, danger is in plain sight. This was old tweet, so I can do it with normal. It's only new tweets. Net new tweets are accents, okay, guys?
Yes, and only once. We don't repeat them.
And there's too few of us to provide structure. And then it says here, remember Howen, the only structure is structure. You can't build on top of a rug. New tweet. Oh God, who's it going to be? My heart's racing. Chat, who do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be Marshall or is it going to be Ma? Whoa, what? Young Howen.
Wait, you have to do it. But Jesus. A young version, eh? Young version.
What the? I have to do a Texan
child
boy? A child? Oh my Lord, what is a child's voice? Okay. I'm imagining like my nephews. Okay. But Texan, if I have Texan nephews. Can I call a lifeline right now? Can I get a I need a lifeline. Okay, let me think. Don't think too hard though. Mother! I don't know. What do I do here?
That was way too mature.
It was high pitched.
So mature.
It was high pitched.
All right, so what happened here? And why do we have this music right now? It's kind of a pretty intense moment. I think people died here.
Yeah, okay. Right. So they got rugged. It looks like there's a giant rug underneath and it just got rugged. Everything collapsed. And okay. So there's Marshal Howen and his ma was right there. And that's what happened to young Howen. His mother, his ma, died. Whoa. Okay. That was
so
totally
we were wrong
lost on
last
me.
time. Like, remember when we all talking, like there were two factions. Like, is that his wife and his child?
Yeah.
Or that's his mother. It was actually his mother.
So let's just break down what's happening for everybody. So Marshal Howen saying, out here, danger is in plain sight, and there's too few of us to provide structure. And then he says, I'll learn that lesson too late. So we saw this photo last week where I wonder what the lesson was. And the lesson is you need structure with a capital S. So now we know that's young Howen and that's Ma.
Yeah.
And then fast forward to this week, we have a flashback. And so Ma says, remember Howen, the only structure is structure. You can't build on top of a rug. But surprise, they were on top of a rug and didn't know it. And Ma's dead.
And the whole village seems like this is a catastrophe.
The metaphor here is if you don't have structure, then you will get rugged. So I guess the question is, how do you get structure? Building, but you got to make sure you're building on something that's not a rug. So how do you know it's not a rug, I guess? So maybe, is that what Howen's doing down here? He's detecting, he has a rug detector.
He's detecting rugs.
So is this a rug detector? And he's saying, okay, what's a rug and what's not a rug? Oh my Lord, have mercy.
This is intense. Oh my God, guys. No.
Didn't expect it to get so somber, but here we are, guys. It be like that sometimes, guys. It be like that sometimes. Chat.
So sad. The red reminds me of Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like the blood here.
Yeah.
Wait. I understood now.
What?
You see that it's a huge, go in the previous one. Yeah, here. It's a huge rug that got just pulled down the cliff. The whole village is under the same rug.
Yeah.
So they're pulling the rug down the cliff.
So yeah, it went down and then that's where the blood's coming up. Okay, I get it. So it went into the canyon.
Yeah.
The rug went, and he probably just grabbed her and ran from the thing and then ended up on top of the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense. Marshal Howen, y'all, you can't build on top of a rug. The only structure is structure. So he's just remembering his lessons from his childhood. There's a deeper point here. A lot of us live our lives this way. Something that happened early on, it embeds itself in us, and that's the story that we tell ourselves and we play that out. It may not necessarily be true anymore, but when it's like an early moment in life, something that happens, very traumatic, or even, not super traumatic, it can be mildly traumatic, it can be traumatic to you. That embeds itself in your subconscious and then you play that out. So that's what we're seeing right now with Marshal Howen. He's steadfast and I was rugged in the past and I know how it feels and it's terrible. And so now I will make sure that there are no more rugs ever, but sometimes you can go too far. Yeah.
So I feel like we have to reevaluate the whole Marshal Howen persona and the character.
Hold on, 6 Mil saying they seem to be setting up Howen's backstory to be extreme so that his future extreme choices will him seem motivated. Yeah, exactly. It's like somebody that goes too far and having too much structure and to the point where it's bad. It's been a sad one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, there's been a sad one. We saw what happened to Marshal Howen's family. We were speculating about it in the past 2 weeks. So now we know it was a big rug pull.
It was what motivates him is the biggest rug pull of his life.
Thank you every week for being here. We came back to the Thursdays after our game show and it felt so nice, to be honest. I really needed to connect again with the chat to see what you guys were saying. That was the best part. And I hope you guys had fun. So we'll see you next time.
We will see you next time. Take care, everybody.